Hello there everyone, welcome back to another episode of Try New Things. So last year we built this greenhouse. Well, I built this greenhouse for my wife, and that was a fun little project. If you haven't watched those videos, check them out in a little bit. But my wife has asked me to build her another greenhouse. So today we're going to build greenhouse number 2, or at least start greenhouse number 2. But fortunately, the one we're going to build today is a much smaller version. Essentially, she wants one that'll sit on the deck and hold 4 pots of plants. And so today, that's what I'm going to try to do, is build a 4-pot greenhouse to sit on our deck at the house. Stay tuned. So my plan is to maximize the usage of whatever I have left over from the original greenhouse. So I do have these offcuts from the roof of the Tuftex poly roofing material. So my hope is to make use of these to build my wife's little greenhouse. So again, no plan. Rarely do we have one. We're just going to start building it and see how it turns out. We've cut a number of the pieces. I think I still got a couple missing, but it's enough to get started and start making panels. Preferably, I'd want to build this greenhouse all in one piece, but my wife wants to paint it, which is easier when it's apart. And if I build it in panels, at least then I can stack it, take it home, and put it together there. Now again, it's not going to look as good as it could, but as long as it's functional, I'll be happy with that. But let's get started putting some panels together. Well, this is where we're at this point. We've got the 2 sides in the back completed. There's no top, no front doors. I'm about ready to start working on doors so far. And once we get it built, we'll tear it back apart, paint it, take it home, and reassembly. Hope she likes it. And now it's time for some hinges. It is very dusty, it is very dirty, so we got to clean the panels up. It's covered in dew and sawdust and dust. And then the top is all cut out, but I'm not going to screw that down until I get it home. But we did for the top is put hinges on the back so it opens up, makes it easier to water the top plants. And we've got the doors. I'm going to have to build an inside shelf to hold the plants. But otherwise, it's time to take this apart, sand it, take it home, and reassemble. So if I haven't mentioned it already, my wife wanted it painted, and she chose this color of blue because it matches some of the pots that we have on the porch at home. So my job today is to finish painting it, and then once it's dry, load it up, assemble it, and show you what it all looks like put together. All right, yesterday we got everything all painted up, and essentially we've assembled the entire flat pack to build our greenhouse at the house. But before I loaded that on the trailer, I wanted to build a stand to support the pots. So this is going to go inside of the greenhouse, and my wife will likely put her 2 pots on the bottom and 2 pots on the top. And yeah, that should provide a nice sturdy support for everything inside the mini greenhouse. So what do you say we load this up, take it to the house, show you what it looks like. So here is the final product out here at the house on the deck. The painted blue mini greenhouse. Now I'm going to replace this latch with a couple better latches. They're actually painted and drying. But if I open it up, be able to see the bench that I built for the inside to hold the pots. Now she told me 4 pots, but it looks like we'll end up with 6 pots in there. And then again, the top, if you're a taller person, you can see it opens and closes from the top to make it easy to water the top plants if you're a tall person. But anyway, she's very pleased with it, she says. So I'm happy with that. We've made her birthday by making her a mini greenhouse. Now hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of Try New Things. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.